الركوب. This video is about some of the things that good ways of riding or styles of riding do, and how bad riders try to copy that or imitate that in a wrong way. Like for example, some of the body positions when you ride the horse, your hand position, the tools you use are done in some good methods or styles of riding. For example, the Spanish riding school, the French riding school, the Western riding, whatever. And some other bad riders or beginners in some schools want to do all these things, use the same equipment and tools, use the same hand positions and body positions, but they don't know why they are doing it. They don't know why it should be done. They just copy what they saw. They just imitate what they saw. In my opinion, in horsemanship, you should always ask why. Why should I do this? Why shouldn't I do this or this or that? Why you do it is always more important than just doing it. In horsemanship, the end does not justify the means. How you do it is more important than just doing it. So, what is the problem of copying or imitating a body position, a hand position, or whatever, without understanding why it's done? First of all, the result that you should get from doing that thing will not happen. Like there is a reason for that body position or hand position to be considered correct or right. If you don't do it in the right time and you don't know why it's correct, why you should do it, you will not get the result that you are looking for, or the result that you should be looking for. So you do this body position or hand position because you want this result from the horse. If you don't even know the result that you are looking for from the horse, how can you know that you are heading to the right place or the wrong place? And a lot of methods or styles of riding right now in these days are just copying and imitating what they see from good riders. Now, yes, it's good if you do it like they do it, in the right way, in the right timing, and you should know why you're doing it. You should know what is the result you should expect from the horse. So how you do it, when should you do it, and when do you do it, and when you do it, how accurate you do it is more important than just doing it. For example, in the Spanish riding school or the Western riding school or the French riding school or the good ways or styles of riding currently or these days. For example, they all agree about moving the hands down. You should never move your hands up or pull your hands up while running the horse, especially when you trot or canter the horse, because if you pull it up or move the hands up, the horse will move his entire head or neck up, which means he cannot see in front of him, and when the horse does that or feels that, he will spook, he will bolt, he will buck, he will not trust you. So the lower your hands are, the more comfortable the neck and the head is, and when the neck or the mouth or the head of the horse is comfortable, he will be comfortable, his way of running or his pace will be completely different and more comfortable, which means you will stay in his back in a much easier way. That's a fact. But if I move my hands down, but all the other things I'm doing are wrong. I'm moving my hands down, but I'm pulling back, and I'm using my legs in a wrong way, and I'm using my back or butt in a wrong way, and I'm using strength when the horse is pulling or leaning on the bit. So I'm doing every single thing else in the wrong way, but still I'm moving my hands down. The result that you want from moving your hands down was not achieved. You did not achieve what you wanted to achieve, even though you did the same thing. Same goes for keeping your back straight. All the good methods or styles of riding agree about keeping your back straight. You should not move it forward more than you should, and you should not move it back more than you should, usually. With some exceptions, like when you jump or when you move up, you should move the back forward or backwards to just be with the horse as an exception, but usually the back should be straight. Some athletic people who have a very athletic body will ride the horse, and they will always keep a straight back when they ride the horse. Their backs are always straight, maybe even more straight or more perfect than the rider who rides in a Spanish riding school or a French riding school. But when the horse spooks, or when the horse bolts, or when the horse airs up, they completely change the back position. So when they needed the back position the most, They did not do it. And when they did not actually need it, they did it in a very clear, obvious way. It's like if I go in a hall and I see some people playing martial arts, karate, taekwondo, kung fu, whatever, and I try to imitate and copy the moves they are doing in my house, in a room, in a closed place, without a competition, without an opponent in front of me. And I imitate all the moves in a perfect way. But then you ask me to do it in a real fight, in a street fight. I will not be able to do it as good as they did, because they do it when they should do it. They care about the timing more than just doing it. They care about the accuracy more than just doing it. As for me, in my case, I just saw what they did, imitated and copied what they did. With horses, it's the same exact thing. I see someone doing something correct. I want to copy what he did. I'm not even convinced. I don't understand why did he do it. And I try it, and it works for a couple of minutes or hours or days. But when I need it the most, when the horse disagrees with me, when he wants to buck or bolt or rear up, I completely, unconsciously do the complete opposite, which is wrong. So I switch from a completely straight back to a forward back or a back, moving my back backwards. Or I switch completely from a low hand or low hands to a very high hands that will confuse the horse. Or I switch completely from a completely loose rein to pulling the rein and using strength. So it's not about how it looks. It's about why you should do it, when should you do it, how should you do it, the accuracy, and knowing that you need experience and talent and a gift to do it. Horsemanship is an art, not a sport. Riding horses is a normal sport, just like other sports. But being a horseman, horsemanship, in my opinion, is an art, not a sport. And the art needs a talent. The art needs a gift. Not anyone who rides horses will be a horseman or a horsewoman. It needs a talent, it needs a gift, and the gift and the talent will not be very clear unless you have very good enough experience. So you should know why should you do it, when should you do it, and you should know that the accuracy will come with the talent and the gift, and you should know that the talent and the gift will never come unless you have enough experience, which means you need time. Just watching a body position in a video, copying it and trying to show it to some other people in a video is about lying to yourself or lying to people. Because when you are alone with the horse at night like this and he bucks or he rears up, you will not be able to keep the body position that you said is correct, that you said is perfect, and it is correct, it is perfect, but you were not able to keep doing it when you needed it the most. So understand instead of just copying and imitating. Know why should you do it before just doing it. And when you do it, keep doing it, especially when you need it. Not just in front of a camera for 40 or 50 seconds or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. So the result is the proof. If the body position or the thing you wanted to do got you or gave you the result you are looking for, okay, you are heading in the right direction. But if you did the same thing and got a completely different result, that means you're heading in the wrong direction, which means the body position or the thing you did is not wrong, it's actually correct, but your timing and your accuracy was not good enough, which means you need talent, you need gift, and the gift and the talent might come with the experience. Sometimes you have the experience and you will never ever have the talent and the gift. But anyways, if you have a talent, if you have a gift, it will never come in 2 days or 3 days or 2 years or 3 years. You need a long time to understand or to know if you actually know, if you actually have a talent or a gift or not. From every 10 people, in my opinion, 3 or 4 will have enough talent or gift to be a true horseman or horsewoman. The rest will just ride horses like it's a sport, not an art. In my opinion, horsemanship is an art, not a sport. Oh, yeah.